Hello, traders. Happy new month, guys. Happy new month. And also, welcome back to another exciting episode of Market on Mic. I hope you had an amazing August. I hope we're able to take advantage of all of the opportunities the market presented. I hope we made some cool cash for ourselves in the market. And I hope you're prepared for another exciting month. And funny enough, the quarter is wrapping up. All right. And I hope you are still keeping up with the market. You're still managing your risk properly. You're still right there taking advantage of opportunities and at the same time taking your profit. And as we all know, Market on Mic is that podcast that brings trading exactly to your doorstep, right? It helps bridge the gap between traders at every level and the global market. Well, I'm actually Daniel, and I'm here with my exciting co-host, right? And Natasha. Welcome to the podcast, Natasha.
Hello, everyone, and a very happy new month to everyone. And welcome once again to Market on Mic. And how was August, guys? I hope we made some very good money.
Yeah.
And I'm sure at this point in time, we are all waiting to see what September has for us. And I'm excited. We're already in the Ember period. So, we're actually looking to see some really exciting things. So we're actually going to be kicking off September with something every trader needs. Just like Daniel said, we're wrapping up. This is the last month for a particular quarter. And at this point in time, you should have been able to figure out one or two things on the market, especially with all the craziness happening out there. But right now, we're going to be doing a blueprint for staying disciplined in what's already shaping up to be a volatile month. Just like I said, this is the Ember period. And people are looking to take profit, guys. People are looking to close trade.
Yeah, the year is coming to an end.
Slowly.
It's wrapping up. And also, this is like also one of the peak times in trading.
Exactly.
Right? So you're going to be expecting a whole lot of volatility coming into the market, the stock market, the currency market. And it's very what has been happening in the United States. So you want to stay up to date and you want to keep yourself always alert of whatever is happening on a global level. Yeah, so, and also, like Natasha rightly said, the blueprint for staying disciplined in what's already shaping up to be a volatile month. So, January to August, the market, we've had a crazy year so far. From tariffs to Trump threatening, Powell
losing offices.
Exactly. So, the trade wars.
To European Union. It's been a really crazy year.
To Israel and Iran war, Pakistan war, and the likes. All right, so it's been a rough, crazy year. But at the same time, I hope your accounts are still standing.
I hope we've been able to stand the test of time.
Exactly. Yeah, so actually, discipline is what keeps a whole lot of traders still this very moment. And that's the difference between surviving the market and thriving in them. So in this particular episode, we are actually going to share practical examples of practical gameplay that you can apply right away into your trading to keep you till December, except you don't want to have a December to remember.
Exactly, guys. So we already know that if there's one thing that would help you survive in this market, even in trying times, it is always going to be discipline.
And if you look at it, it may be... Sorry, Natasha.
That's fine.
All right, so you may be thinking, why are we starting from discipline?
We just want to know where to buy and where to sell, guys.
So discipline is actually, like I said, is a very, very important, and that's what keeps you so long in the market. So starting with discipline at the beginning of a new month, trust me, prepares you for whatever is or is going to come for the rest of the month.
Yeah, so we can take our journals and write out probably how much we're looking to make from now to December. However, if you still do not have discipline, that's not going to be possible because we are actually going into a very tricky month. September is historically known as one of the trickiest months in trading, and you're looking at a global market uncertainty. I mean, central bank updates. I mean, we're expecting that as early as this Friday, and some seasonal volatility. So if you are going in without a plan, emotions will eat up your account alive.
Facts. Yeah, that's just a fact. Yeah, like the whole emotions is just gonna suck and gobble.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So the truth is, most traders don't blow account because of bad strategies. They actually blow them because of bad discipline. When I mean by bad discipline, your strategy could be right, but you're not disciplined enough to stay in that strategy and wait for it to play out. Or probably you have a risk on that trade and probably the market goes against you and you keep increasing that risk, extending your stop loss.
Yeah, just hoping that the market is retracing
and at the end of
back, you lose the entire account.
Yep. All right. So a lot of traders lose account not because of bad strategies, but actually bad discipline. That's why today we are not just talking about setups or talking about what we're anticipating in the market. We'll come into that, or charts rather. But we're actually going to come into all of it very soon. But how about how to manage yourself through the noise of the market? Those areas or the blueprints will actually be letting you are wonderful and amazing listeners, because we want you to make money from this market. So we're bringing to you those blueprints. You can get on right to it. So first thing first, risk. Natasha is always talking about risk. You cannot.
Risk. I mean, we've spoken about this a couple of times, and honestly, for you to be profitable, you need to know how to manage risk. Because profit is not just based on, okay, how much I've actually been able to pull out in a day or something, but at the long run, are you making profit? Because you could be making money today, losing money tomorrow, and then the money that you are probably losing is way more than what you're making.
What they're making.
Exactly. So what's the point? Exactly. Exactly. So what's the point? So you want to make sure that risk is always, once you're able to come in terms, like you're able to agree with your risk, I think you'd be just fine.
Yeah, true. I very much agree with that. So a disciplined trader doesn't just think in terms of profits first. I mean, profit is the reward for trading, right? But protection.
Yeah.
I mean, if you lose the money that you have, how will you make profit? How will you make money even? So it's actually very important. So for September, keep your risk per trade somewhere between 2, 5, 10%. Shouldn't be doing some crazy things. If not, at the end of the day, due to probably the volatility, a whole lot of volatility to be expecting this month, right? So that you, even if you are in a losing streak, you actually still in the game and you still have funds to recover all of those noise. When you come back to your A game, you can recover all of this money and make some pretty good money for yourself.
Exactly. But you said to 5 to 10%, right? Okay, why not 1 to 2?
That's what I said, 1 to 2 to 5 to 10, whatever you're comfortable. But I mean, if you're risking more than 10%, that's just a whole lot. But at the end of the day, just make sure you're risking what you're comfortable exposing your account. Some people are fine with 0.5%. Some people are fine with 2. Some people are fine with 1%. Some people are fine with 5%, right? Depending on the opportunity the market presents.
Well, exactly. And then one tip I actually love is to actually set your position sizes before the week even starts. This way, when you enter a trade, you're not calculating under pressure. You are just executing. I mean, you always want to plan your trade. I started to do that not so long ago, and it's been very, very calming in the sense that by the time I already know that, okay, I'm going into this trade in this particular lot size, I've done my calculation. So whatever I'm seeing on the chat, it's more like I've seen it in my mind already.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So irrespective of how bad, because I'm thinking both ways. If this goes against me, this is probably how much I'm losing, and if it goes in my direction, so I already come to terms with whatever possibility or probability that would play out. So when I'm saying probably the drawdowns, I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's like I almost already part with that money, and that has actually helped me to build patience. So I'm able to sit on that trade.
Patient.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been able to, build patience. So it actually carries me also the entire strategy, and it's been very rewarding as much. So guys, you want to be able to plan. So you want to trade your Euro USD. What number of pips you're looking at targeting, right? How much are you looking to make at the end of the trade? How much are you willing to lose? How much are you willing to risk? And when you're able to play this out already in your head, by the time you're in that trade, irrespective of what's going to happen, you'll still find yourself very in position. You'd not be thinking about now taking counter trade because you already know. And once you're able to let your strategy play out, just like what Daniel said in the beginning, that the reason why most people lose sometimes is not because they have bad strategies. It's just they don't just let it. It was like nobody wants to see their account in red. Nobody just wants to see that minus something. They're They're just thinking of how to make it. Sometimes you just allow it to do its thing, and by the end of the day, it's going to be really rewarding.
One beautiful thing is when you have a plan, even before you execute, it's actually beautiful because execution without hesitation is a superpower in trading. Because if you don't have a plan before a trade, when the trade eventually comes, you're like, okay,
you'd always have something to question that particular
am I sure this is the right time? Okay, am I sure this is the
You're
right
going
lot
to start
size?
seeing
And before you know,
a lot
market has
of
gone.
resistance and so. Oh my god!
One.
I'm telling
Right,
you.
so execution without hesitation is actually superpower in trading. So I think before we go forward, we actually now, like I said, this is a new month. Some of you may be thinking, what could probably give some volatility to the market? What would probably move the market? What are the things traders or investors are looking out for before going into a trade? And also this month, if one very important thing is actually interest rates in the United States.
Yes,
last month
it has been a hot topic.
Exactly.
Except from the beginning of the year, we have been looking towards a rate cut in the US.
But it became more intense last month. The Jackson Hole Symposium.
Yeah, and seeing Powell change his give us a novice stance. He was not expected.
Trust me, guys. If Natasha would have punched it.
But I could not believe that with as much as he's been able to hold out. Because this is like you could see that he was just trying to save office there. You could see that. Well, because this is someone that strongly believes. If you were the one, Natasha,
wouldn't you save office?
I mean, at the expense of an entire economy.
Well,
I really did not believe Powell. I felt that he said that under duress. Like, I wanted to watch it. Did they put it guns to his head or something? Because for someone who has actually stood his ground months in January, February, March, and he's saying that if inflation don't get that as low as 2, he's not cutting interest rate. And somewhere in August, I feel they are playing us. They do this every September. These interest rates cost.
Oh, but true.
They do it every September.
September is only a month for you're looking out for rate cut.
I'm telling you.
And funny how it doesn't happen until probably November.
Exactly. So I feel like we're just being set up here, guys.
You guys, just have your eyes on whatever is going to happen. And I think that particular information, that economic event, is going to come up on the third week in September. So we want to look out. What we're looking at presently is NFP, right? So NFP is actually going to be coming out on Friday, which is the 5th of September. So you want to also look at, because it's actually going to be a major decision maker and also a pointer for interest rates in 3 weeks time or in 2 weeks time.
Yes.
All right. So let's actually move on. What is the next thing or the next blueprint that you need to know as this trader? Next, we're going to be looking at is routine and trade management. Natasha, what do you think? Routine trade management as for a disciplined trader.
Okay, so definitely we already know that discipline thrives in structure. There is no way you say you want to be disciplined and you don't have a certain structure that you follow. So maybe it's like checking the charts at the same time daily. That is, you could follow a particular market session, maybe your New York session, your Eastern session, and journaling before bed. At the end of the day, there's something you'd always pick up if you are able to find a particular time, find a particular redeem, or even reviewing setup every weekend. And that's where we talk about having your demo. Most times it's like when traders they leave that demo stage and you begin to get your account funded, they kind of forget that there's a demo for you to try out a whole lot of things. You're able to try out these things, see how it plays out. At the end of the week, come check all the trades you've been able to take. Did you follow your strategy? Where did you leave early? Where did you overstay? Exactly. And at the end of the day, what are the results of this strategy? This is how you viewed. So this is how, when you're able to maintain that particular routine, you know that, okay, this is what I do every week to be able to improve my trading. Definitely, there's no way you're not going to make money from the market.
Yeah, that consistency is actually very important. And let's actually add trade management to that.
Yeah.
All right. So once your trade hit 1-to-1, what are you doing? Do you have a particular structure? Trade management is very, very important. And a lot of traders fail to have that trade management. All right. Trade management is actually what you do in the trade when you have placed the trade. How do you manage it? All right. When do you exit? When do you move your stop loss? When do you close? When do you take your profits? All of those information is actually helps you to stay in that trade, because if you don't have a game plan when you are in the trade, at the end of the day, you probably end up closing too early, or you end up closing too late,
or maybe even get some of your stop loss.
Exactly. So a trade plan helps to keep you in that trade.
Helps to keep you in check.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So like I said, once your trade hits a 1-to-1, do you move your stop loss to break even? How do you lock in profit as you go? Do you let the final position, ride? That way you are disciplined. Even the market tempts you. Even when the market tempts you to be greedy, because you know that this is the plan. So whatever the devil of that market comes and whispers to you, you are neglecting it immediately, right?
Yes, guys.
So it's very important to have that trade management big plan.
Discipline is basically automated when you decide your rules in advance.
Simple.
Don't wait for the movement of the market to make you do what you don't want to do. Right? It's like, oh, I'm losing money and I'm opening a counter trade, and you are there watching buy and sell a negative. And then at the end of the day, by the time you end up losing, it's like, and I didn't want to do this thing. I've done this thing before. Don't do that. Don't repeat the same thing over, and you're expecting a different result.
Practice all of this.
Exactly. So build a structure that works for you. Build what works. Don't lie to yourself. And you see that definitely you're going to be making some very, very good money.
Yeah. And also trade management. All right. So let's go into the thought blueprint, which is the last but not the least, psychology.
Very, very, very important.
Very important. Psychology. You've got your psychology when you're trading. That's what helps you to keep very long in trading.
It gives you balance.
Because this market will test your patience. Like I've added patience to Natasha's name.
Trust me, I'm Natasha. Not. You know, people they call that name just are not patient. So don't confirm.
A lot of patience. A lot of patience. People that your names are patient, trust me, they don't have that patience, right? But generally, the market will actually test your patience. It will test your fear. It will test your ego. You need guard rails. You need to always have your guard rails. You need to let your guards up every single time, so that you don't just act based on emotions and based on fear.
Once you don't have a structure, this is basically what's going to happen to you. This market will break you mentally, because every time you think that you're doing the right thing, the market just comes to tell you that you do not know what you're doing. So if you want to actually get to that point whereby your head is all tired, that is, you're making money today, you're losing money tomorrow, trust me, you'll definitely get to that point whereby you're going to be mentally tired. So one trick that I use before entering a trade, I literally say out loud. I didn't want to say this because Daniel's going to laugh, but
I'm ready to laugh.
I'm just going to, because I really want to help. So I literally say this out loud. I'm okay with losing this money. Like, as much as it's not a positive affirmation, but then
I'm not laughing.
Yes.
I'm not. That's good. Say that again, please.
I'm okay with losing this money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yes, as long as it's not but at the end of the day, it helps me deal with the risk aspect. And once you're able to do that, I feel you're good. Because at most of the times, I've been able to tell you that my trade always gets the TP. Exactly. So whatever negative I'm seeing there, I have parted with it already in my head, in my mind. That okay, this money is going already. But they said if it doesn't get to SL, definitely TP.
I actually love that. But let me spill one of Natasha's secrets.
Really?
So,
wow.
We have parted with the money, but in the corner of her heart, she's like, God, this money should not go.
I'm always hoping for the best, right? I really do not want to lose the money. But at the end of the day, if I lose the money, I'm not stuck on why did I lose this money? No, I'm not. But of course, somewhere I just want this trade to go my way, especially when it's just ranging. Like, why are you doing
just
this?
Just get to stop loss or move in my direction.
You understand? Just do one and let me go.
Well, I actually love that, right? I actually love that. And for September, guys, make this your mantra. Stick to the plan,
not the impulse.
Yes, don't stick to those rush that happens, right?
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of rush. This is September. We're going to see a lot of we start seeing it already. I mean, recently we saw the dollar, even from the labor market holiday. The dollar just keeps buying. For the since we came back this week, the dollar has been buying. And
Like,
what is
why?
going on? Exactly.
Right, so it caught a lot of people unaware.
So
like,
trust me, the impulse are there, guys, and you do not want to do that.
Stick to the plan, not the impulse. If you repeat that every day, you trade different. Always have a plan every single day. When you wake up, okay, what's the plan for today? How much am I willing to expose myself to? And try as much as possible to stick with it. You see that you be trading a whole.
Be loyal to your plan. Yes, guys. So in case you're wondering, like, so okay, how do I plan myself? What do I do? Let me summarize your September blueprint for you. So I hope you have your journals and your pen ready. Number 1, risk small. Max, I mean, depending on the kind of trader that you are, your account size, max 1 to 2% per trade. 2, create a daily, weekly routine you can stick to. Yes. So you know how you like to make your money on the market. Are you a swing trader? Are you a scalper? You don't want to know that, oh, I enjoy scalping, that is making money easy quickly. And you're going to take a trade that a swing trader is going to do. You find out that if your patience can't stretch, you'd end up doing what you should not do. So create a daily, weekly routine that you can stick to. Then 3, decide trade management rules up front.
That one is very important.
Oh, I'm risking this. Oh, this is how much I look to make. Oh, this is where my stop loss is. And be okay with it. If you're not okay with it, then don't take it. You decide your trade management rules up front and follow them. Then 4, protect your psychology with affirmations and reminders.
Whisper to yourself, I am a profitable trader.
Yes.
And it works actually. Crazy how it works, right?
Yes.
It helps you.
So,
mind balance.
Your mind is really important. Your mind is you, basically, right? So you're not going to do anything different from how you feel. So you have to make sure that you put your mind right, protect your psychology, and affirmations, and of course reminders.
All right, so guys, if you can actually master this 4 that Natasha made mention of and we've explained earlier, you are already ahead of 90% of this, right? So a lot of traders struggle with all of these things. Risk, you don't have a plan, no trade management plan, even when they trade, no plan before, during and after. So no plan. So, and their psychology, if you fail to have 1, 2, 3, trust me, you have a messy form. Your psychology is going to be messy. So try to make sure you're balancing your risk. You know what you're risking, you're comfortable. You know what your plans is before you go into a trade, or your plan is when you are in the trade, and that helps build a very strong psychology.
Okay.
So that's actually it for today's episode on Market on Mike. I hope you got a whole lot of value, and this is actually going to stir you up and helps you to be on your mark, get ready, set, and you're ready to go for September's journey in trading for September. So if this blueprint helped you, come on, share it with a fellow trader. Don't just enjoy all of the benefits alone. Share with your friends, your enemies. Let them stop beefing you. Yes.
Help somebody.
Exactly. So your friends, share with your fellow traders who need that extra push so that everyone is prepared to make money for this month.
And don't forget to also follow us on Spotify.
Follow us
on
YouTube.
We will always be sharing short clips from this episode throughout the week.
Exactly. Also on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow us, guys. There's going to be a lot of development coming in very soon in terms of updates, clips. Just make sure you're following us. Who knows, right? So thanks for listening, guys. We're very, very grateful.
Happy New Month once again.
Yeah, Happy New Month once again. And if you're new to the channel or new to this listening to Market on Mike for the very first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, put it in the comments, and definitely share. So we'll see you next week with another power-packed episode. Trust me, you don't want to miss. And I'll ask you how you're trading for this week.
What your trading plan is.
Exactly. And you put it down in the comments section. All right. So until next time, guys, see you in the market. Bye. What happened, Natasha? Let's say it again. Until next time, guys,
see you in the market. Bye.